This is Andrew Bell, and today I'd like to talk to you about a Treo phone. This Treo is the Treo 700P. It's one of the older models. They have a newer model which is called the Treo Centro, and what I'll be talking about today is the Treo Centro. And I'll be talking about why I think it's a good choice for ESL students. Okay, the first reason that I think the Treo is a good choice is because right here in the back you can remove the cover and you can change the battery. That means it has a replaceable battery. Now, for many users of regular cell phones, that's normal. However, if you look at the new iPhone, you can't do that. You cannot change the battery. When the battery's dead, that's it. So that's one of my problems that I have with the iPhone, is that you cannot change the battery. Second reason that I think a Treo is a good option is that the Treo Centro is cheap to get. It's cheap to buy. You can get a Treo for $99. There are even some offers. I saw one recently from Radio Shack for free if you sign up for a new 2-year contract. So that's a pretty good price, either $99 or free for a smartphone. Another reason that I suggest the Treo Centro is that it's also cheap to use. The data plans that you can get with Sprint are much cheaper than the data plans that you can get for the iPhone with AT&T. And that brings me to another reason why I think the Treo Centro is a good option, is that the Treo is available on many different carriers. A carrier is a cell phone company. So you can get the Treo on Sprint, you can get the Treo on AT&T, and there are others. Whereas the iPhone is only available on AT&T, and that really limits your options. Another reason is that the Treo phones have, here on the bottom, they have a physical QWERTY keyboard. QWERTY means the order of the letters, just like a keyboard on a computer, and that is QWERTY, QWERTY. And so there is a physical keyboard on a Treo, whereas an iPhone has what they call soft buttons, which are a little bit harder for people to type on. And for example, if you have fingernails, a little bit longer fingernails, longer nails, you cannot use an iPhone. The iPhone will only respond to the touch of your finger. And if your fingers are too big or if you have longer nails, you can't use it. Okay, another reason that basically any smartphone is good, so that would be an iPhone or a Treo, any smartphones, is that you of course can check your email and you can go on the internet. So that's another option. And next is that there are many programs available for the Treo. The Treo is a Palm, and Palm has been around for about 10 years, and probably a little bit more than 10 years. And so that there are a lot of different programs. Many are free, some you need to buy, but there are a lot of things you can do with the Treo. For example, there are dictionaries, there are book readers, there are password programs so that you can remember your different passwords. There are just so many different kinds of programs. And that brings me to the last point, which is that the Palm operating system, at this point is stable. In the beginning, there were problems with it, but that was many years ago. Now it's a older, stable system. It may not be the newest or flashiest, but it works. It does what it's supposed to, and it works. Many people who recently got the new iPhone 3G were having all different kinds of problems with their applications making the phone crash. Eventually, the iPhone platform will also be stable, but it isn't yet. So I don't think the iPhone is quite ready. I think it's too expensive to buy. I think it's too expensive to use. I think you cannot change the battery, and there's some problems with the applications and making the phone crash. So I think for ESL students right now, a Treo is still a good option, which is why I still have my Treo and I don't yet have an iPhone. If the iPhone gets better, maybe in the third or fourth generation, and if it has a replaceable battery, etc., I might think about it. This is Andrew Bell for NYC ESL Tech.